The story goes right back to when I was in my 20s, and it was one of my first jobs after I graduated that I really, really loved. I did so well in it. It was absolutely up my street. I couldn't wait to get to work in the morning. And as often happens, even today, I was promoted, but I was promoted into a job that was very, very wrong for me. I was in my 20s then, and it took me a while to discover what had gone wrong. And effectively, I was put in a job where I wasn't playing to my strengths, where I was a round peg in a square hole. That's where the seed of the thought started about what happens when somebody is in a situation which just isn't a good fit for them. So a strength is something that we're innately good at, that we love doing, and that we're energized by. And our strengths include our values, so things like doing the right thing, wanting to make a difference, their values, they're also our strengths, and our motivations are our strengths. Sports people know this, you know. David Beckham, let's say David Beckham, his football coach clearly knew what his strengths were, knew that he was a really good striker, and they stretched him in the direction of his strengths to make him even better. They didn't say, "Oh, you're a really good striker. You're good at scoring goals. Let's now try and make you a good defender." But if we spend most of our energy in the direction of our strengths, that's where excellent performance comes from. And it's also where happiness and fulfillment comes from. The actual book is part of a series, and it's modelled on a moleskin notebook type approach, so it's small, it's light, you can fit it in your bag, and the idea is that it becomes a journal that you write in. And so the format is one that's meant to be useful and alive, and you can keep going back to and adding to. And I don't like writing in books. I've got a thing about, well, books aren't to be written in, but this book is to be written in. You can see when people are using their strengths, can't you? Whether it's a barista in a coffee shop who's great at connecting with people, whether it's a nurse who really cares and she wants to do the right thing. People come alive. They seem to be in the right kind of role for them. So what happens is the person feels much better about themselves. And when they know their strengths, of course, they can consciously use them. It helps them with stress. It helps them to be more resilient because they can think about, oh, well, this is what I'm really great at. It boosts them. And we all know when we see somebody who's in doing the right thing, there's a vibrancy about them, isn't there? You can tell. So it's fantastic for inspiring others. It's fantastic for our well-being. It means we're better at what we do. I can go on.